Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Junior. Once again watching Do the Theme Park Dude and welcome back for an all new video. Today is Halloween, so this is going to be the Do the Theme Park Dude 2022 Halloween special. So if you guys are watching this on Halloween, happy Halloween. Hope you guys have a great night up ahead of y'all. And yeah, so basically, Halloween Horror Nights just happened. Tonight is the last event night. If you guys are watching this any day later, the event is already concluded for the year. Halloween Horror Nights 31 at Universal Orlando, part of Universal Studios Florida. So this event is an annual year. If you guys are unfamiliar with HHN, it is a annual Halloween event that they run where they bring haunted houses, scare zones, and basically just put on a full-on. They transform Universal Studios after 6 o'clock and it becomes Horror Nights. It is filled with your favorite characters from your favorite horror movies to original twisted creations made from Universal Studios themselves. This year featured 10 haunted houses featuring the Weekend After Hours Nightmare, Fiestades de Chupacabra, Halloween, based off the original film. You also have the Horrors of Blumhouse featuring the Black Phone and Freaky, Universal Monsters Legends Collide, which shows Mummy, Dracula, and Wolfman battling it out. Dead Man's Pier, which is another amazing house, one of my favorites of the year. You have Hellblock Horror, Spirits of the Coven, and then lastly, but certainly not least, you have, well, no, two left actually, Bugs Eaten Alive and Descendants of Destruction, which are the tent houses located at the back of the park. So those are your 10 houses for this year's event. Very, very stacked event in terms of like quality for every house. I do think this year the house quality really, like last year there was a few houses I really just did not like. This year I really enjoyed every single house, which is rare. There is a couple issues I had with a few of the houses at the bottom of my list, which I'll reveal later in this video. But for the most part, I really didn't. Well, actually, no. The full list of my full review will be a separate video coming out in the next couple days or weeks, and it will be my top 10 houses ranked, scare zones ranked, shows ranked, and all that good stuff. And then I might even do a ranking where I have all my years I've been going, since I've been going to the event since 2019. So going back to that, Halloween Horror Nights 31 is just filled with a lot of scare. It really is the return of in-your-face scares, because last year we had plexiglass. The year before we didn't really have an event, and the year before that it was before pandemic, so it was all like how it is now. This is really the first year back to that, and these houses, this year, I really found myself getting scared more times than I have, in the past few years due to that. And I don't really get scared a lot, so it was pretty surprising walking through some of those houses and really getting startled like that, especially in Legends Collide, where they have a scare with all three of the monsters getting right up in your face from all different angles. So that was a really intense and shocking moment for me. Just really enjoyed all the houses this year. I'm not going to get too in-depth with the specific houses. I do already have a Weekend After Hours Nightmare house-specific video up on the channel, as well as a video coming soon ranking all the houses. But the houses this year, very strong. Dead Man's Wharf, great facade. Chupacabra, amazing sets. Spirits of the Coven and Hellblock also, even though some of my favorite houses still had great set pieces as well as actors in them. Because really my favorite part about this year's event is the actors. The actors really made this event, and there wasn't really a run-through that I had where I was like, that actor was bad. Every actor that scared me was amazing this year and really did, in some way, at least get a wow factor out of me. Even though I've had 64 house run-throughs this year, and over the course of 10 different nights, and was able to do every house at least 4 to 7 times, so really did get a full experience there, and just had a great time at this year's event. And there is some criticism that people have with operations as that goes. Yes, that did affect the event. Every night I went, even if it was a Monday, the Hurricane Makeup Day, or it was a Tuesday, it was the Hurricane Makeup Day, and it was packed. It was crazy. I don't know why that many people would go. I had frequent fear plus, so I was able to go to every day but Saturdays, and I really did take advantage of that event ticket. I just really do hope that they manage operations better. If it's limiting capacity even more, selling fewer tickets, just overall, if they could really limit capacity more to a standard where it could be enjoyable for the guests there. Because there was times there where there was nights where it was 9 o'clock, was planning on doing more houses and just left because of how crowded it was. And I do get that Universal is trying to bring in as many people as they can, and there is other things to do other than their mazes where you have the shows and the scare zones, but I would like to go through the haunted houses at Halloween Horror Nights. So there is some criticism there to go. The scare zones this year, some of the best I've seen. They were top notch. Really enjoyed most of the scary zones. I'll get into depth of the one or two that I really did not care for later in the ranking video. The show's ghoulish only lasted for the first few weeks of the event, and after the hurricane it stopped because something was damaged. And I only saw the show once, and it was fun. I really like the music. It's the weekend music, and they also have other like characters featured in there, which it was a fun show. And then the really great show was Halloween Horror Nightmare Fuel. That show was amazing. That is something I recommend everyone sees if they bring it back next year. It was there last year, but this was a different little version of it. It's performers with fire, magic tricks, special effects, aerialists, just tons of different stuff out there. Dancing was a big part, and it was just really, really, really enjoyable for me to watch as trying to escape these long crowds. The food this year as well, great. Just the lines. It took 35 minutes to get pizza fries, and there was only 5 or 6 people in front of me. So there needs to be some more. They either are understaffed or they need to limit capacity. Really that is more of a staffing issue than anything else. I just think that Universal should manage this more, because that is the only criticism I really have with the event this year is staffing and overcrowding, because it did affect the event and to some extent for almost everyone that I've talked to about the event this year. But going back to just the event itself with the houses, taking away crowds, taking away staffing issues, this was a very, very, very good year for Halloween Horror Nights. And I've only been going since 2019, and I love the 80s, and I loved Ghostbusters, Stranger Things, so that's still going to be my favorite event. But this beats last year, in my opinion. This was and last year was really, really good as well, but this year just really had some of my favorite houses in there, which I'm not going to name specifically so I don't spoil the ranking video, but it's probably on my Twitter if you guys want to check that out, link down below. But I just really did enjoy every single house, every single scare zone, most scare zones, and every single show. The food that I had was great. The atmosphere in terms of lighting and music and stuff like that, I enjoyed. The team members that were there were great. It was nice to see all of them, all the scare actors just having a great time, because they all felt like they wanted to be there. There's been, like last year, I knew there was some, I looked like you could tell some actors did not want to be there. But this year, every night, it was, even if there was only a few actors in the house, like on the Hurricane Makeup Day, there was only 4 actors in all of the freaky section of Horrors of Blumhouse, and all 4 of them came right in my face and were full energy, even though there was an empty boo hole, like 10 of them throughout that part of the house. And that definitely did affect the experience in terms going back to the staffing issue, but bringing as terms of how powerful the actors are to the event, it really was a great experience. So if you guys enjoyed this video of my review of Halloween Horror Nights 31, this is one of my favorite years I've been going to the event out of the 3 years I've been going. It's in the middle, but that doesn't mean it's bad, because I enjoyed all 3 years I've gone to the event. There really hasn't been a bad year of Horror Nights that I've gone. There hasn't been a bad year of Horror Nights, except for that little mini event, which, something called COVID came in and kind of ruined, so we only got 2 houses, and then they came back last year, but that's totally understandable with everything going on at that time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a massive like and subscribe, and if you guys are watching this on the day of release, happy Halloween. If you guys are watching this a few days later, have a Merry Christmas. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, everyone. See ya. Bye.